Hi everyone, I'm Hani. So today I'm gonna explaining about on how to determine angle of repose of powdered drug. Stay tuned. Before we start any further, what is angle of repose? Angle of repose is a relatively simple technique for estimating the flowability of a powder. The measurement from the angle repose give a at least qualitative assessment of the internal cohesive and frictional effect under low-level external loading as might apply in powder mixing or capsule shell filling operation. To begin the experiment on how to determine angle of repose of powdered drug, the apparatus and material needed are retort stand, funnel, powdered drug, paper, and last but not least, ruler. The first step is measure the height of the funnel from the surface around 3 to 4 cm. Next, pour 20 grams of powdered drug into the funnel and let it flow freely. Stop pouring once the funnel touches the peak of the cone. Next is draw a circle around the peak cone and measure the height of the peak. And lastly, measure the diameter of the cone. So for the calculations of angle of repose, we're based on formula tan theta equal to h over r. So after we derive the formula, we will have theta equal to tan inverse in the bracket of h over r. So theta here is the angle of repose. H here is the height of cone. Meanwhile, r here is radius of cone. So from the experiment, we will have a cone of powdered drug. So we need to identify the height. The height is from the tip of the powder to the bottom surface for H. Meanwhile, for the radius is from the middle point of the cone to the end. And we will have the angle repose. So angle repose is the maximum angle that can be obtained from the standing surface of the powder heap and the horizontal plane. So let's say we have a sample of data from the experiment. So we have a diameter of the cone. The diameter is obtained from the circle that we draw, and we need to take the data, at least 3, in order to find the average. So this is the first diameter, second diameter, and third diameter. So let's say we have the first diameter is 11 cm, second diameter is 12.12 cm, and third diameter is 11.6 cm. Meanwhile, for the height of the cone, we have 2 cm for each. If we base on the formula, we need to find the radius. So in order to find the radius, the data of the diameter we need to divide by 2. So we will have, for the first radius is 5.5 cm, second radius is 6.1 cm, and third radius is 5.8 cm. So since we have 3 triplicates of data, we need to find the average for each. So to find the average of the radius, all the 3 data we need to add and divide by 3. So 5.5 cm plus 6.1 cm plus 5.8 cm divide by 3. So we will have 5.8 cm. So since for the height of the cone is only 2 cm, so the average of height is 2 cm. So for the final value from the data that we calculated just now, we will have for the radius is 5.8 cm. Meanwhile, for the height is 2 cm. So if we base on the formula of angle of repose, so we will have theta equal to tan inverse in the bracket of h over r. So we can substitute the value tan inverse 2 cm over 5.8 cm. We will settle in the bracket first, so tan inverse 0.345. Then we can proceed the calculation by using scientific calculator, and the final answer we will have 19.034. The relationship between flow properties and angle of repose has been established. When the angle of repose is less than 25 degrees, the flow is said to be excellent. Meanwhile, if the angle of repose is more than 40, the flow is considered to be poor. That's all. Thank you.